So after the label, it evolved to MTG. Yeah. And that's when I joined them lot.
So
you know what I'm saying?
Okay. So, you only come in on that part then? Okay.
Yeah. Prior to that, I was BS5.
Yeah.
And then I was doing Obliterate.
Yeah.
And then I was doing I started the Wiseguy thing.
Yeah.
And I was still doing the Obliterate thing, but it's around that time when I was doing the Obliterate and the Wiseguy stuff.
Because there was a little crossover. Because obviously the Wiseguy video, the news, making headlines and stuff like that. I was down there with Ari and everyone like that. So there was a massive crossover.
Like that was the man them. Like and like if you watch the Obliterate videos, you see the same people. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like
this is the Wordlife show on Ujima Radio.
Too early for you.
Mad. Right, so this is the part of the show we've been looking forward to.
Back again, you know.
See it there, right? So we
Part
got
two.
Wiseguy in the building. Part 2, as he said. Now, a little bit of context. We had you in just over a month ago now.
Mm-hmm.
And Wiseguy has got such a rich history in Bristol music and music in general that I got a bit carried away interviewing you because you got so many different things we want to talk about.
Yeah.
And I only got about halfway through, 3/4 of the way through.
And I don't really do this. I don't really come to radio regular as
And
well.
do interviews. And
recently I've been on a little radio run, but every interview is different as well because me and you's thing is going to be different because it's hip hop and we know each other differently as well. So
I've known you for many years, so I think the way we talk is
we're
going to be
both
different.
big contributors to the scene end of the day, bro. Like so.
Thank you. Well, bro, this is it's your flowers time, so I don't want my flowers. This is your time, bro. Like, honestly,
shout out Krazy Wordlife, man.
Love, bro. But now on the real, look, there was, as I say, you got such a rich history and stuff, and I thought there was things that I didn't touch on. So basically, it meant the interview ran over, and even then, I still didn't feel like we got enough. And that then took away from your performance, which meant you only got to do a couple tracks, and there was one that got left off, and he was like, "No, that one was fire."
Yeah.
So I done something I never usually do, and I said, "Well, look, there's a gap that's come up. I'm booking you straight in as soon as we can, getting you in for part 2. So part 2. So without further ado, Wiseguys in the building.
Man, grateful, bro. Grateful.
Right. So for anyone who hasn't seen the previous interview or performance, go watch it. Do yourself the favor. It's amazing. It's really good. So
and check that freestyle as well.
Freestyle as well. It is really good.
Bars is going over heads anyway. I know it.
Hey, well, let's put an end to that.
Listen to it.
Yeah, take it.
You know what I'm saying? Rewind. Take it in.
Right. So let's get into
I'll give you more homework today though still, so
let's see it there. Right, so what I wanted to touch on, because as I said, we went through your journey of what got you into music, what started you being on MTV, you know, of the Obliterate era, you the BS5 era, all of this. So I'm doing it quite, you know, when you watch like a TV show and they do like a recap at the start, what you missed from the last episode, you know?
Previously.
That's it,
previously on the story of Wiseguy.
Yeah, now one big thing that people will know you for, and this was a massive thing, and it's, as you say, about a 10-year run. As you was with the label MTG. Now you got the chain there, so you're clearly still. I say 10-year run. You're still repping it, as I say. Yeah,
the label MTG. Yes.
Now let's ask some questions about that. So the label MTG, for a lot of our listeners, they might know it, but there might be a lot of younger listeners who don't actually know what it is. So can you just let people know an insight as to what even that is?
The label MTG is, in my opinion, the most influential hip hop crew in Bristol historically. Thus far, considering how far along we've gone on building this Bristol legacy. Yeah, I think as a collective, as a group that put in work, I think the label MTG is the most influential. Now, the label MTG is something that evolved from a group that was called The Label. The Label, right? Yeah. So that was like C's, Suge, R.E., Ooze, and
I mean, these all serious hitters in the Bristol music scene. People like C's, as you say, R.E.
C's, Suge, R.E.
Suge, bigger, dollar sign.
And Ooze, I would say those were the initially the first label known people for The Label. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then and of course a bunch of other rappers as well, but those were the biggest contributors initially. Yeah. I came and joined.
Tug MC and Buff and that was that.
Yeah. Tug, sorry, Tug. Yes, Tug as well.
I do know Tug's one of my favorites.
No. Tug as well, 100%. Yeah. Sorry, broski. and that's another thing as well, because I might get it confused, because I wasn't around them lot like that when they were called the label. Now, I went to school with these man and grew up in the community with them. But I was obviously, like we covered last time, what I would have been doing at the time.
Ari and different stuff.
Yeah, but around the time when the labels tapes was first being made. Obviously, we know where I would have been doing the stuff that we talked about last time, which is the BS5.
The BS5
yeah,
stuff,
so I would have been with them.
Didn't that all come from like Urban Slash label, wasn't it? It was all of that.
No. BS5 is prior to this. BS5 is before the label. Right. I'm not talking about BS5 the area. I'm talking about BS5 the rap group. Yeah. That was on Dark and Cold. That was the first. That's the original.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that was concurrent. My bad.
No.
Right.
The label comes after. It's a different era now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Right. So after the label, it evolved to MTG. And that's when I joined them lot.
So
you know what I'm saying?
Okay. So, you only come in on that part then? Okay.
Yeah. Prior to that, I was BS5. And then I was doing Obliterate. And then I was doing I started the Wiseguy thing. And I was still doing the Obliterate thing, but it's around that time when I was doing the Obliterate and the Wiseguy stuff.
Because there was a little crossover. Because obviously the Wiseguy video, the news, making headlines and stuff like that. I was down there with Ari and everyone like that. So there was a massive crossover.
Like that was the man them. Like and like if you watch the Obliterate videos, you see the same people. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's the same thing. But as far as like me being part of it as a music collective, it was when it became the label MTG. Do you know what I'm saying? Right. And I was part of that, like putting music out.
What was it? Work Like a Slave, Live Like a King.
Yeah, that was released under the label MTG.
I was gonna say, I remember that had Wiseguy, but it also had the label MTG on it.
So the mixtape that I did prior to that.
Right.
Which is
so I'm missing
the King of the Castle mixtape.
Right, I remember. Yeah.
That was an MTG project as well.
Oh snap! Okay. Yeah.
And of course I was on all the Nothing But Bangers, the MTG
that was with the
mixtape.
boxing gloves after that, and the MTG mixtapes, and then they had the monopolizing the game, the Monopoly board one and all that stuff.
So when it became the label MTG, I was there from the beginning of that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
And so I was on all the projects.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was featured on all the albums, whether it's Suge's album, projects, mixtapes and oozes or all the artists, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As well as all the collaborative ones, including the one that you mentioned, which is the Monopolizing the Game mixtape, which is one of my favorite the label MTG mixtapes ever.
Yeah, I think
that one's cold.
Yeah. We got Jolene on the artwork.
I was about to shout her out because that one, the artwork on that is legendary as well. So shout out to Jolo on that one there still.
Yeah, she smashed that for real. Right.
But yeah, shout out all my brothers, man. Shout out all the label MTG man them. Do you know what I'm saying? Ooze, Tug, RE, Scully, Suge.
So I think again, this is probably down to I know
Freedom.
I've got interviews with them on there, but just from memory. So basically, I think you had your Urban the label. MTG was more Ooze trying to make a label, make a cohesive record label sort of thing. Like that was trying to make it like the next stage professional level, and that's his thing, trying to push it that way. If that makes sense, you know what I mean?
Shout out to Ooze. He's listening. He's listening right now, but I wouldn't call it his thing.
I mean that. Okay,
I would call it our thing. He's the president.
Yeah,
he's the president. Yes, the president.
Yeah.
And
so to me,
I would
in my
say
head,
he's the owner of the brand, but the way I think of MTG and the way I like to talk about MTG when I'm around is definitely our thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's very
but
much
obviously, as Ooze being the president, that's what it is, bro. Shout out to President.
So look, flowers where they're gone. But as I say, so after,
but that's you see, like the reason why I speak like that is because I'm showing you, like that's how much I love this thing, and that's how much a part I feel that I am of this thing, and I'll always be part of this thing. Do you know what I'm saying? So that definitely comes from a love for what we built together, you know.
So as I say, I would say, so when did that come to an end and you go into the OTB management? But was that just as you get older, you just try something yourself?
Yeah, I wouldn't say.
You're still wearing the chain. I don't think it's come to an end clearly. As I say, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And you will see more stuff this year around the MTG branding. The last album that I released was a collaboration between me and Connors. Right. So Connors is the original label MTG producer.
Right. Yeah.
So I just did an album just me and Connors.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's fire. And shout out to Baker. Baker's on there as well.
So that's a Baker Trouble, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Uncle Park, man. Come on, man. That's the brothers, man. The man them still.
Long awaited, yeah. I've got a beat I made on that album, the original, with Baker Trouble on it.
Yeah.
We run this.
Yeah.
That was.
But like Connors was produced the majority of that stuff.
Yeah. So that's the one before Feel My Pain. The one.
Yeah, just before Feel My Pain, yeah.
Right, okay.
But it's very current. Like it was only a few months before that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And me and Connors, like we're basically like a duo now. So we will release more projects on like a Redman and Method Man type of thing. Because you see these projects that I'm doing, they're all different based on who I'm working with.
Yeah.
But the way they're coming out is like I might have to circle back and do a part 2 of this one, part 2 of that one, that kind of thing. And I'll go to that specific producer and do that. But when I'm working with Con, it's definitely very much about upholding the MTG legacy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, completely. Heartily.
And that's that really. But I'm working on new music with Ooze right now as well.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So we've not heard the end of MTG label Ooze. That's still a Bristol asset. No, because as you say, that's something that's put in like a lot of work for at the time.
When something is built on solid foundation, is there, innit?
Yeah.
And if anytime you're ready to take it to the next level, you can, innit? Like, you know what I'm saying? So like Ooze himself, like he's got a son who's like 15, who is learning about the brand and the legacy and stuff like that. So when you build something that's credible and solid like that,
the next generation can live off of it and potentially run. If he's not going to go out of his new brand or another brand, he does that there for him, and a rich history, you know.
Yeah, but in the meantime, we definitely, like the original MTG members got more to do still. Yeah,
so that's what I want to hear. That was what I was trying to get. So
I've been trying to hint at it by just wearing the chain, but like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but as I say, it could just be like, No, you still got this hanging in for the cover.
Come on, bro. You know my thing. I'm very intentional still. I'm intentional, bro.
Right. So, as I talk about intentional earlier on, I used that as a shoehorn to move on to the OTB stuff, the management. Yeah. Now, can you break that down for people, please? So you've done your music stuff for ages. Yeah, you're working on yourself.
If you look at it, if you look at my journey, I've always kind of been like that. Because last time we talked about the Wiseguy movement, and you can say I was doing management and artist development from then. Yeah. When we talked about how I used to do music in school, we talked about how I was influencing my friends to. You know what I'm saying? I was basically the leader of our music group at the time.
Much. Yeah.
Now, MTG to OTB is around that time when I released my album on Work Like a Slave, Live Like a King, which was Wiseguy / MTG, right?
Back then times you started.
So that's when I stopped rapping.
Right.
So it's almost like I just dropped the album, and then it's like just how I was feeling about music at the time. You know what I'm saying? It's like I saw an impasse in the direction I was going. You know what I'm saying? So I thought I need to change lanes. I considered doing some commercial tiny tempo type of music, made a couple tunes, felt like I can't put this out.
Really
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then at the time, me and my brethren we had a studio. Me and my brethren Aki.
Right.
With a studio at Kumba, and we just had it for the purpose of renting it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then started getting some artists in, you know what I'm saying, like artists that were like close friends or just around us and stuff like that. And slowly, I found myself in a management position, or at least I was calling it management at the time. On reflection, maybe more like artist development,
coordinator,
that kind
sort of stuff.
Creative director, maybe.
Yeah. I seen the brainstorms. I was in the studio, man. I seen you active, the flip charts.
Yeah. Bro, I've put out a lot of projects as the whole OTB thing, bro. Probably a project that you don't know that was my doing, because I wasn't coming to radio every time and talking about it, saying I'm doing this project.
Well, even like Boom Bam King Aggie one that we
Shout out to King Aggie, shout out to Naki, man, my brothers, man, OTB, man.
Yeah,
man, it's official, bro.
Well, look, I wanted to touch on all that because I felt it needed to be covered, and I think all of those things were important sides.
Yeah, OTB still they've
still got that, but then ultimately you had to come back because you realised you weren't quite done with this music thing, because you got a lot more to do and a lot more to say, and hence Feel My Pain.
Exactly. Well, I came back with the
I know you
with
still
Fishnet.
dropping every
I came back. I came back with Fishnet and
Fishnet
all those tunes. Like I dropped a bunch of fire tunes.
Yeah.
Of course, Feel My Pain is just like the sound changed based on real life events that was going on.
Yeah, I did skip all that, not on purpose, but just because I was trying to promote that now. But yeah, the Fishnet stuff was really good actually. I thought it was really the videos, everything like that. I swear, did you have something with Skinny as well?
Yeah, that's the second Fishnet, the remix to Fishnet. I got Skinny Man's on there, Gaza Glock, Wishmaster, and Jinkster is on there.
Yeah,
so shout out the man then for coming through for me on that one there. You know what I'm saying?
Right now
And shout out to Skinny for saying Wiseguy will be the head cornerstone for what you see us building on that tune. You know what I'm saying? Because come on, bro, that's Skinny man talking, bro.
Hey, he's good like that.
Yeah, he knows stuff, you know.
Yeah, he watches. He keeps a good eye on stuff. He's on social media like that, you know. But look, we have 1 minute left of the interview. Now, one thing I did previously is I asked another question when we had about 1 minute.
We can't do that.
No, because the performance part is going to be fire. So, can you let them know where they can find you and Feel My Pain online? Where can we get that?
Yeah, so Instagram, social media wise, that's what I use. So it's Wiseguy_OTB. Feel My Pain, just type in Wiseguy Feel My Pain on whatever platform you listen to music, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, whatever. Yeah. And that will give you access to the other music. You know, if you go to one of the Feel My Pain songs, go to artists and check out the other projects that I
There's
got.
a whole heap of stuff there. Right.
Next project that I'm cooking right now still. Greetings from Santa Barbara. That's what it's called.
Come on. Now, when that happens, I'm going to have you back on.
Yeah.
And then we're going to do a generic interview and I'm going to do some more fun stuff, yeah? But I had to have you back in for the part 2.
I got a song out with a Zimbabwean rapper called G's right now still. So this is a new one that just came out today. You played it earlier still.
Oh, yeah,
get to talk about it.
Can we talk about it?
Yeah, it's called Trap Template. No, it's cool because it's cool.
That's
they
right.
They heard it.
Yeah, no, that's coming out. When's that coming out? When's Trap Template coming out?
Within the next few weeks, next couple of weeks, I'm gonna put like loads of singles out like consecutively every couple of weeks for a little bit, and then I'm gonna drop a project called Greetings from Santa Barbara.
Wicked.
Hopefully, it won't be depressing like Feel My Pain, you know.
No, you know, it's real. But look, bro, thank you for coming back again.
Thank you for having me.
I'm gonna skip to the adverts real quick time, just because I know that this performance is gonna be wild. So let's go into this. But we'll be straight back after this. Let's go.
What you know about living hard? Thoughts on my head have got me feeling scarred. Broken heart, granddad's gone and I still feel ripped apart. Needs a strong pumping, weight, raising bar. I can do this music thing, I don't need to try hard. Friends turn to snakes, so I'm up in my guard. Funny how friends change, then snake when they get caught. Do what I've gotta do, I don't need to